The whole world I wait for this. I make the beat drop off.
This thing right here.
What in the was that? At what minute did y'all start to get nervous? At what point during that debacle did you realize it's not happening today? Yeah. At what point? I want to know when the panic alarm started to hit today. Because for me, that shit was around the 23rd minute. I was like, we don't look good. We do not look good. My God. Now, stop me if you've heard this before, people. The team that's chasing Arsenal drops points. Arsenal proceeds to drop points. Have you heard that before anywhere? Yeah. Have you ever heard in an Arsenal game, Trossard comes on for Martinelli or Martinelli comes on for Trossard? Yeah, sounds pretty familiar, yeah? Or Jesus coming on for Gyökeres. Or Madueke coming on for Saka, Saka coming on for Madueke. Like for like, right? So predictable. Have you ever heard this one before? Big game, away from home. And when we say big game, people always think it's against the big teams and all that. You know, big games, massive games of good consequence doesn't have to come against the top teams. It was a big game because of the opportunity given. But have you heard before, a big game away, Captain Odegaard is nowhere to be seen? I swear, if someone can send a clip of Odegaard doing something today, not something good, but just show me doing something, I will applaud him. Because that was the most Ghost of Guard game I've ever seen a captain put in. My God. And it was a point of contention on the catch-up. And every man was saying, hey, when Odegaard get back, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And I'm still factually doubling down that the best run of form that we had came with him out of the team. But the man, they ain't ready for the conversation. They're not. Big up the redemption. We are going to... We are going to bottle this league. I'm sure of it. Well, today was a great piece of evidence to help your case, my brother. Because anyone who is ignoring why we're anxious and why we're nervous, just show them this footage. Not even show him the footage. Show him the factual table of Arsenal Football Club playing 180 Premier League minutes and have scored no goals. And we have played 180 Premier League minutes versus a Liverpool team who's a shell of themselves, and a team that's 17th where everyone is all of a sudden trying to talk up. Oh, Forrest or this, they're that, they're Sean Dyche. They're 17th. That's what they are. They're 7-fucking-teenth. And they're like 16th or 17th in home form in the table. I'm not hearing anyone trying to talk up Forest like this was supposed to be a tougher game than we made it out. No. Sound the alarm. The manager is a waste man. Fully ringing it, but I'm being drowned out. You know, when I go on the catch up and there's Catch and there's SB and there's Guna Lee and there's Cape. I'm the angry old man, get off my lawn. Everyone is calm and shit, and like they don't see that the house is on fire. Big up to Wahaha. Thank you. You're welcome. After doing a stream this morning, praising the shit out of United for giving us this incredible opportunity, I should have finished the prayer. I should have finished the gratitude and said, "Thank you, Man United, for giving us this tremendous opportunity that we're about to go fuck up. We're about to go throw it away. 1 point gain, my ass. Massive 2 points dropped. Draw to United incoming this weekend." Now, I'm so glad you said this, Redemption, because here's the thing. On Very Said Show a couple weeks ago, I said, you think we're immune from 3 draws on the bounce? Because that's what we were laughing at Man City for 2 match weeks ago. They drew to Chelsea, they drew to Sunderland, and they drew to like Brighton. And everyone was laughing at him. Three losses in a row. That's not title winning form. You are good as dead. We draw against United next week. We're right where we were laughing at Man City for doing. But we have the receipts. We are unstoppable. We'll win the league. Arteta the best. This right here, pedal this, and I'll be on 10,000K by the end of the spring. I start to run with this agenda. Yeah, that seems like what's hot right now. Arteta out here playing a brand of football that reeks of dirty ass cheeks. Yep. Dirty ass cheeks with anal grease and butt mud. It stinks. The Arteta attack doesn't attack. It can't attack. I have never seen in my being a team that's identified, self-identified, peer-identified as a possession-based team look so clueless in possession. Because man, them are always thinking about safe pass, control, possession, don't lose it, that we forget how to attack. That's why the shit looks so damn slow. Big up to the assembled. Nervous? Never. I never want to have Martin or Gyökeres on the pitch again. Deja fuck you. You feel it, don't you, BX Gunner? You feel it. You've been here so many times before. You're like, yeah, I know what these men are on. Yeah. Opportunity only will knock so many times. It does not wait unless you're E. Ross. So bang, bang, bang. Opportunity been knocking all week. And Arsenal Football Club have found a way to dick it up both times. 2 draws on the bounce. 0 goals scored. This is bad stuff. Didn't watch the game. Only a couple of that. My brother. Do that. I would say go back and watch the highlights, but wasn't a good one. Big up to Social Joys. What you telling me, man? In the first half. In the second half. So in the first half, I watched Lee, Ola, and Matt reaction of Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal. My God. It was dead, bro. Jesus' curves is inverted brows a lot. 8 out of 10 performance. Today was tragic, says Cooper. Don't know what this was, but it wasn't a champion's performance, right? And it's performances like these that we warned about. See, performances like these where we got away with versus Wolves. But we collected the 3 points, so you weren't supposed to say anything. It was just, yeah, get the 3 point, shut up, and move on. The attack wasn't attacking. We needed 2 own goals to beat Wolves because the set pieces weren't there. The individual brilliance wasn't there. And that leaves us with what we saw today. We saw a manager take off his captain again when we need a fucking goal. And what does he do when he takes off said captain? He brings on Mikel Snail Mail Molasses Merino while Eze is on the bench. This is what he did. So for a while there, people, we had the same midfield that we've been dreading that we had taken to Anfield in match week 3. Merino, Rice, Zubimendi, midfield on the pitch. But that's the first sub. Took us back to the 3 fridges. How did that game go? We lost the game 1-0. The same midfield he started at home against Man City in match week, whatever. How did that drop points? 1-1. Criminal performance. Substitution package. Shit. People want me to back this coach. Not only back him, Joins, they want you to praise him. You know what I mean? Some of them want to hold it for him while he pissed. The manager is doing some top-level voodoo illusions, convincing people this is not his fault. Brother, BX, the attack can't attack. I see a bunch of players who flourish everywhere else where they play, and then this system looks stagnant. Like they can't put 2 or 3 passes together. Jesus is shit, not good enough. Havertz is shit. Martinelli is shit. Odegaard shit. Should all be sold. Odegaard today was hiding the entire first. I'm like, where is our captain? Does anyone want to listen to Tony now? He had no reason to lie on Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard has accomplished nothing that Tony has. You can't say I haven't been talking about the Kool-Aid drinking PR system. I cannot. I absolutely cannot. He has sunken us this far with belief or the lack thereof. Bro, I want to try to talk up Nottingham Forest like even though they're 17th. Man, shut the fuck up. 17th. Big up to Guna SC, man. The team was evolving nicely, playing different. Odegaard, Kai Jesus back in the picture, and we revert back to football, failing football from 2-3 seasons ago. It's mad. Never celebrate a City lost draw if they play before us. Big squad, no variety, cut and paste. Yeah. Gyökeres, off you come. Jesus, on you go. Madueke, off you come. Saka. That if we knew these subs were going to be the subs that he was going to make, 100% sure we know that Sean Dyche knew that these subs are going to make. And you know what put beliefs in the team? If Sean Dyche had told his players, this is what Arteta is going to do in this minute, that minute, this minute, just go out there and do what I tell you, and when he does this, we'll have a chance in the game. And those players are watching everything that Sean Dyche tell them that Arteta was going to do come true. And as the game went further along, they started to believe and we weren't turning the screw because the captain was hiding for all of the damn first half. Arteta has proven over 6 years that he can't win big games, doesn't have a championship attitude, U-shaped football, so slow. Now, you can play horseshoe football or one wing to the next with wicked, quick, fast, diagonal switches because the ball is faster than the man. But the intent is always can be executed. It's just that the buildup is way too slow, just like you said. United are beating us next week. Confidence is in the air. You can't tell them nothing right now. Yeah, they just fisted up Man City. Right? Because I'm hearing, like, on the catch-up, Mandem was saying Martinelli scores that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, you missed the chance, dude. You missed the open goal. Okay, fair. We still had 70 minutes and didn't turn the screw enough to create more abundance of chances to either make or miss. But goals change games, bro. I see Man United today in the second or third minute. Harry Maguire put his big fucking forward and missed from like 2 yards. That didn't stop them from creating. They kept on playing football, kept create. Bang. They could have put 6 past them with no problems. Smash the likes and subscribe, people. Big up to Cooper, man. I told man you can't trust Mikhail with a brand new seal of bottled water. I think I'm done watching football after this season. Genuinely, I might never watch again. Like, he is making it difficult. Very, very difficult. All I see is a coach trying to cheat football, trying to sneak 1-0 games, win on set pieces, set piece margin. Stop trying to cheat. You have to win outright. Win. Because now we have a problem next week. Yeah, Michael Carrick will give us a problem to solve, while Manchester City have Wolves. Now the season has started. Let the chase begin, right? This is the business end of the season. Man City drop points in 3 draws, and they're L. This could be their slump. They get Wolves next week. That's 3 points. Then they could kick on. Another opportunity missed. You have to outright win the league. Yeah, he wants it handed to him. Yeah, man want to maintain a 6-7 point lead as we go along. We need to play like guys trying to scam wins, and it shows. We play like guys trying to, 100%, bro. Big up to Tyrell, man. He's on the Excuse Express. It's a point gained. We're still, we're still X, we're still Y, we're 7 points clear. Ignoring the fact that should be 11, to the point where most Man City fans I'm hearing say if it go double digits, they're conceding. It's mad. He was, wasn't it? I said he was about to time him out. As they got 12 minutes, what's man supposed to? That's the standard now, social. That's the standard. You got 12 minutes versus Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. Like for like sub at the same exact minutes. Man, them were shocked that he took off Martinelli at halftime. But then we were all saying that we're going to be dominating possession anyway, so most of the game is going to be played in that half. So don't you think that Trossard would have been the better to start? Because Martinelli wasn't going to have acres of spaces to run into in the low block. But it took you 45 minutes to figure that shit out. That's mad. The captain, Snotguard, embodies Arteta: safe, pragmatic, boring, mid, and shocking. Keep things ticking. That's it. That's what he's out there for. That game today was screaming out for some individual brilliance or some fluidity. We're not going to get fluidity, not when he's on the sideline being so animated. So some individual brilliance was needed. What's man supposed to do with 12 minutes? Eze Ethan, a straight opposite, and that's why he doesn't play them. The questions. Because he took Odegaard off during the week against Chelsea before he had 70 minutes to rest him to play him today. He might as well have fucking left him on the pitch for that game. The full 90. Because I made bets that Eze would start today, that he was going to play same midfield. Now, can we make bets that Odegaard is going to start on Saturday, Sunday against Man United? You damn right. Eze is not starting that game either. So Eze, you might get a run out against Inter. But for the weekend in the game that can be of consequence in the Premier League running, you'll be on the bench while Odegaard is out there. It's mad. Physically, we were drilled, and the will to win beats Blunderman's system all day long. He's crafty as well. Notice the Havertz savior wasn't put on when we needed a goal. Extremely odd, yeah. In the squad, been rushed back was in the squad 4 games ago. Then the following 3 games wasn't in the squad. Now he's back in the squad. Why can't we play what we did the first 8 games? I knew once those 24 merchants, like you said, we would revolt it. But who's going to tell them? Is anyone going to tell them? They can't tell them. Every little thing gonna be all right. Don't know, man. Feeling some type of way. I'm certain the only thing Odegaard did was get thrown to the floor 3 times and pretend he's hurt. Odegaard shouldn't be captain. He's a fucking shit captain. He goes all the time. 23-24 season. We lost that title because Odegaard ghosted the first half of the season. Dang. Man, they're on to me and telling them about Eze's performance while Odegaard is starting. And I'm like, brother, have y'all been seeing Odegaard? Okay, he was good against Olympiacos, and was he good against Palace at the Emirates? Don't we forget that the last game of football that we lost was Palace away. Not Palace, Villa away. He started that game. Bruno Fernandes is 100 million, billion, billion, trillion times better than Ghost of God levels. Ooh, Arteta may be in first place, but he's choking, in my opinion. It's mad. It's mad. And so the narrative is starting to run like the league is shit. And based on the circumstances around why people are saying it, it's hard to disagree, even though shamelessly we don't care if should we win it. Because the standard is the standard. The standard is you get more points than everyone else, you win the Premier League. Whether it's 65 points and everyone got 64 or less. Right? But that's the standard. You get them, right? But when you have a team that looks as bad as we do attacking, when you see a team that's clearly underperforming and they're 7 points clear of the league, an argument can be made that the league is shit. Logical train of thought. Man, the way Bruno played today was such quality, man. I'm very jealous. As they could do a job, but he's benched. Bruno, one-time passes. The problem is, next week he'll try those same passes and they won't work. And then the United faithful will turn on him and cuss him again. Arteta could be the only man in the 100-meter sprint final and should only finish and would pull a hammy 2 meters to the end and lose. Lose to his shadow. That game gave me Chelsea confidence. Hey. Point taken, the assembles. Rice frustration at this bullshit shown in 2 straight matches. Now there's this thing floating around that Rice made a statement or something at the end from the lip readers. Let's see if I got it. But it looked like he said something. He looked like he said exactly what Lee Gunner said he said at the end. Looked like he said fucking shit every fucking time. That frustration right there. And this is Deckers, who is always calm, right? Always calm, cool, and collected. And he's doing that. Means he's fed up. Yeah. He knows he should be captain. Could be worse. Could be a Liverpool fan right now. Now, when I look at Liverpool and I look at Burnley and I see a 1-1 draw, I'm sitting there like, yo, even Burnley is going to Anfield and busting net. Burnley is going to Anfield and taking points. Well, these men took 4 points off us, 2 clean sheets. Brother. Big up to Diego NYC, man. Appreciate you checking in. He turned peoples against our 2-star signings. What manager does that? He's stubborn beyond belief. And it's unearned stubbornness at that. If this man was sitting on 1, I'm not even going to say 2 or 3. I'm just saying 1 Premier League trophy. He could have this stubbornness about him. You know what I mean? But Amarim is gone. So right now, the stubbornness is just fully at his feet. But while we remain first, it's going to be long because his defense league is out there. Did he just force Mascara to the bench to show people he's supposedly ready? 100%. That's exactly what he did with Haha. I don't think Benjamin White is all the way there. He's playing 2 full 90s back-to-back because he's injured all our defenders. Yep, he was a cone out there, a decoy. He would have brought... Fuck me. You would have seen Declan went into defense if someone had pulled up. But I'm convinced that's what he did. If you give a majority of managers, Gyökeres and Edison, they'd build a whole attack around him. This manager is a joke. The frustration is starting to spill over, man. We shouldn't be this frustrated. Like, these men are literally playing hot potato with the Premier League trophy. They don't want it. No one wants it. Hot potato. Passing it around. Like, City went to Old Trafford and threw the goddamn hot potato Premier League title in our hands. And we grabbed that motherfucker and we threw it to Unai Emery. Didn't even catch it, just tapped. Like it's like the rest of us better run towards the success. Like he's running away from it with these timid performances. The man said the main positive to hold on that bigger picture is that you're still on for that thing that Liverpool fans always talk about. I'm not gonna say it. Based on the league shit narrative, if Arteta bottles this, how shit must he be? Losing to yourself, playing hot potato with the Premier League trophy. But this underperforming side should not be 7 points clear. Man City have dropped 9 points in their last 4 games, and we didn't blow that lead wide open. When we have 17th place relegation fodder. As it was starting, we won back-to-back games on top of the. They don't want to hear this. He benches him and plays him. Now we're starting to draw back-to-back. 2 back. We're finished. What's that? 3 times to capitalize. Yeah, opportunities. It only knocks so many times, does it? And the team turns up playing scared against Wolves Forest. What's he going to do in the semifinal? We talk about the dustiest final between Tottenham and United for the Europa League. We get to this final, unless they just threw a lifeline to Chelsea with that shit performance. We get to that final, it may turn out to be one of the stinkiest finals you've ever seen. These players seem not to want to carry the manager anymore, and I can't blame them. But Declan to do that. He's had enough. Open nets. Open nets. He tried that 5 more times. He bangs it 5 times. I don't have anyone, but I despise Arteta. I hope we win nothing this season. I want him gone. Now the way how bad the football is, there are more people saying even if we win something, I still want him gone because it's quite enough to win. It's good enough to win. But we can play, the football can be a little better. My goodness. At least you still got the best chance of lifting trophies at the end of the. Now it was a bad look, man. You're up at home, missing a penalty and all them something there. It's a mad one. It's just a shit day, man. It's a shit day. It's one of them days you try to just want to just chill and make jado the works, right, Eros? Just ja works, don't.
Maybach music. Maybach music.
Big up to Eros, man. I don't know how I get this angry from being on top of the league still. And that's the part that I'm trying to reconcile when I go on these panel shows. Gross negligence by Arteta makes no sense what he's done today. Played more scared football. More scared, tidy football. Big up to G Wills. Say, can you believe most fans are blaming Gyökeres for a shit performance? When the only ball he got was hoofed out to the defense, which he fought for and got a shut off. That one is it Murillo that he let get back on side of him? He took a bad touch with his knee, but that bad touch actually played the ball in space. It went a little wide, but for some reason I thought Gyökeres would have had enough pace to beat him there. But other than that, there was nothing played. I remember one time a ball was played to him, but it was leading him into the corner. I'm like, once Gyökeres is going away from goal, you got him. Because there's nothing he can do to hurt you there. He's got to be pissed, man. And I hope his teammates see that. What the fuck was Arsenal doing, especially with that City lost? Playing scared, my friend. Scared little football. Right, said every fucking time, tells you the instruction stinks. Yeah. Tells you that he's reached this boiling point. Because you don't say every fucking time for something that's just happened. You know, you had to buck your toe on that damn piece of furniture a couple of times before you complain about it. How is it possible that Arsenal are still involved in every competition, yet they're not informed in any shape or fashion? And that's what I'm saying. This feeds into the narrative of the league is shit. Now, we're good in Europe. We're good in Europe when teams don't study us, respect us, and actually open up. But when Sean Dyche said, I'm going to give you a problem that I know you can't solve, he struggled to solve it. Especially when Sean Dyche knows the moves, the secondary moves to your primary moves. I guarantee you Arteta didn't know what substitution packages Sean Dyche was going to use today. He just knew that he was going to be in the low block, and he had no idea whether he was going to use this guy, that guy for the counterattack. None of it. But I guarantee you Dyche knew that Jesus was going to come on for Gyökeres. Saka Martinelli was going to be interchanging with Madueke and Trossard. And lo and behold, if he had forecasted that he was going to take Odegaard off and bring on Merino instead of Eze, my God, he must have been smiling with joy when he saw that substitution. It's mad. Rice literally destroying his body to play, and for what? I don't think they're ready for that conversation as well. You know, and he has a long summer ahead. Arteta had to fuck with our winning team and force the paper soldier Odegaard in. He had to. He just doesn't want to win, right? He has to win his way. On earth can you bet Eze for this version of Odegaard? He's a corpse. 2 more draws and we're dead. He was hiding. There was a point in the first half I wasn't even watching the game. I was watching Martin. The attack was Gabriel, Saliba, trying to telegraph a pass. Back to Raya. Back to Gabriel, Saliba, between the 3 of them. Where's our captain? And I'm looking at him and he's hiding behind 2 of the midfielders. Occasionally he comes, gets the ball, passes it back to Gabriel or Saliba, and runs back into the midfield to hide some more. He did nothing. Someone, hey, gotta call in the doctor, Ford and a friend. If Villa win tomorrow, the gap is 4 points, not 6. Yep. The Unai special. But I said my piece on Villa still. My fear is only of this damn blue shark. Because I've seen them actually do it. I haven't seen Villa do it. Better run for it. Better run for you. But man, just let Villa win the league. If it's gonna get this bum coach out of the club, I will take it. Oh Lord. We are way too easy to play against. This manager cannot try something else. Try 2 strikers or 2 cams. He tried 2 cams, G Wills, but he did it against Portsmouth. Right? He started Jesus and he started the 2 cams, Ethan and Eze. With Jesus, we really don't need the cams, the 2 cams. Because he can do the link-up thing. Try something else for fuck's sake. If he fails to win the league this season, he has to be sacked. Hot potato. Man City don't want it. And they handed it to us today. We threw that motherfucker to Villa so fast, right? Our attack on paper looks title challenging. Our attack in real life plays mid-table attack. Yeah, our attack on paper looks challenging. Our attack on the pitch is challenging to watch. Rather, the Arteta attack doesn't attack Eros. It does everything but. I thought you were bullshitting. I honestly thought you were fucking around. Just like yesterday's stream, when Eros said Odegaard, was it a Bayern Munich player or Dembele? Odegaard greater than Dembele or something, and no one took the bait. I thought you were fucking around, Eros. Really and truly. Hey, out in the streets. That's him. I knew we were cooked when I saw Saliba on the ball more than our midfielder. Brother. And this Timber inverted left back shit is garbage. We can't build up on the left as well. Inverted left back at Martinelli, trouble. Trouble dede. That wasn't going to be a good thing, man. 5 minutes left in the game. 0-0, and Silva is playing hot potato with Rice with the ball in the middle of the pitch, for fuck's sake. Yeah. If you know that your gaffer, your manager, win the game at all costs. 5 minutes left in the game. You're going forward with the ball, right? There is no man. These players feed off the manager, and the energy is fucking off. Is negative. So yeah, I've said this, right? The team is a direct reflection of the coach, especially this coach. Right? Liverpool may not be a reflection of Arne Slot, right? He hasn't been there long enough. He hasn't signed or scouted most of these players. 70% of it is still Klopp's team. But this version of Arsenal is made in Mikel's image. So they take on the image of the coach. So what you're seeing is what they're being coached to do, or he would not play them. Anyhow, Villa get this title, I would have stopped laughing. I'm gonna have to hide. Probably have to stop doing content, or just rebrand the channel and it's no more football. Right? It's basketball, it's NFL, it's music, it's everything but football and Arsenal. Everyone can stop a Mikel team, block the middle, force them wide, let center backs have the ball. Wait till second half. Yeah. Force them wide, especially the non-Saka, non-Madueke side. Force them to where Martinelli is. Because a pass to Martinelli you might as well kick the ball out of bounds. Because you're giving it to the other team. I knew York was cooked when I saw Martinelli Nani. And Odegaard was a supporting cast. I think Arteta is very close to being the worst manager in the league. The team is carrying him. So, and this got me called the Black League Gunner and all the other shit. When I literally said, should we win the league, it would be in spite of Arteta. And that was tough to hear, especially from first in this, first in the Champions League, and in the semifinal and through in the FA Cup. What do you mean in spite of him? In spite of him. Exactly what G Wills is saying here. The team is carrying that motherfucker. We should adjust our style of play depending on the team we are facing. Yet we play the same way against everyone. Zero imagination. Predictable FC. If you're this predictable, very easy to play against. I do have to say, this record of not being able to capitalize on other teams' rival drop points is a very worrisome trait that still, despite being the best club in the country, going to be fun to watch. You must, man. It's like we just leave the door open and we just refuse to close it. Our one attacking midfielder that's robust and drives up the pitch is MLS and can't get proper minutes in the midfield. I was in favor of him starting today. But the fact that I knew that we were going to have 60 to 70% possession of the ball, and you can take risk with a 17th place team and rest Benjamin White, because I know he's not fit. They wouldn't have Timber on the left side slowing up the attack. Or is Nani and Eze meant to get going if they can't consistently get minutes in games? 100%. A reflection of this fucking manager. Free him up. And again, the possibility exists. It didn't happen, but the possibility existed for today for us to go and blitz Forest. Like, let's just go with SB's theory and goals open games. And Martinelli had scored that tap in. And the floodgates open. All of a sudden, you're 4-0 up. You have a chance to rotate and give Ethan some minutes. He's not in the squad. Mad. Is he going to start Ethan against the San Siro? Is he going for full rotation? Or he's trying to top the group? We'll have our answer soon enough. This Forest result is a combination of both those traits, which is even more worrisome, to be honest. I love hearing from the rivals, We've never turned up to a game to win. I'm sorry, that's how anyone approach a game. They want to win. We were always looking for a draw. And that would explain why 5 minutes in the game, they're playing hot potato with the goddamn football in the middle of the park. Worrisome. Gee wills, but when Havertz comes back, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, we'd be giving them the ball. We bought a new bench in the summer. Zubimendi is the only new player from last season. Mavs win and Clay top scorer in 60 minutes. Bring him back. Really? 16. Was it a low? Oh, 16 minutes. So how many points did he have? I haven't seen the box score for this one. But in 60 minutes, Clay can have an easy 30 when he gets hot. 8 points clear. We lost to already relegated Southampton. Did we lose to them or was it 3-3? I think we drew both those games. I think we drew 1-1 at St. Mary's earlier on in the season, then we drew at the Emirates in the run-in. But either way, that was dropping 4 points to a relegation for the Southampton was nasty work. Damn near just as bad as dropping points to a 17th place Forest. 37-10. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that quarter. Odegaard is pony, soft, lightweight, and an average squad player at best. 100%. He's done it. Because he's the manager's pet, it's very difficult to criticize him on these other panels as well. Said anything I said about Odegaard, fucking Gunali was on to me. I was like, we needed a goal today again, and just like the Liverpool game, Odegaard was subbed off. Man was on to me. Well, Man City needed a goal today, and Haaland got subbed off. I'm like, that's the difference. Haaland is not their fucking captain. If they don't feed him, he don't score either. But in the attempt to just defend the players that they like, they don't even think. They just rebut and argue with themselves. Apparently, Marino's missus got pregnant. Congrats to them. But based on what happens to Odegaard, he came on pitch before Eze today and versus Chelsea. Creator comes off, Marino goes on. So Gyökeres is on the pitch with the three bridges again. We should be sacking Mikel tonight before the season goes any more pear-shaped, because the writing is and has been on the wall in blood red letters now. How the story ends with Arteta as the author. Hey. Why was Timber trying to do a long pass like he used Pirlo tonight? the most unorthodox attack you'll ever see. Man, I don't want to hear all this not the right combination crap. You go to the same training facility. What are you guys doing in training? You don't train together? Always excuses. Big boy quarter, man. They changed it to 20. Oh, okay, gotcha. Big up to Clay, man. Clay has that in him. That was 2 or 3 seasons ago. The fact that those traits are deeply embedded in the squad despite these signings, to me, means this from the manager who's been there the whole time. Yeah, he's the continuity stick. He's the continuity stick monster, right? Direct image of the squad. Or the squad is the direct image of Arteta. All these players. What you see on the pitch is what they're being coached to do, or the manager would not play him. Because he knows Odegaard is thinking. No one would question him if he benches him and plays Eze. 23-20. It's a good night out for an old man. It's beyond the players. The instruction is it must win. When it's must-win games, he has players playing below their level. It's not the players. System is shit. But he's the best that counts. So he cannot be at fault. Isn't Odegaard the most capped sub-cap? They don't want to hear this. They do not want to hear this. You know what? Once you see the stream going, like it's already gone on for an hour and a half, and you clearly see that man ain't trying to hear it. Man want to be wrong and strong, have the lines drawn in the sand. I'm like, okay, seen this movie before, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Monster getting subbed, but if he was being subbed because he was on the pitch killing it, and we're 4-0 up by the 70th minute, and he's getting subbed, just like sitting out the fourth quarter like Steph Curry. The Warriors used to blow teams out, put 50 on the board in the third quarter. He didn't have to play in the fourth quarter. So he looked like he's not playing a lot of minutes. He should be the most sub-captain in Arsenal history for tearing it up on the pitch. 3-4 assists, come off and sit down and let the protege go out and run. But he's being subbed out of games when we need goals. In back-to-back games in a tighter running, and that's not a problem. H-Town Rocket, big up. Gonna get smacked by United if we play like this. We barely won last time. Also, people have to notice the levels between Bruno and Snottegard. Bruno, I can't even defend my captain versus that captain who I slag off all the time. There was a play in the City game where United actually have the ball and were ascending in the game, and Bruno was laying down in the penalty box. And they had to play down. So he was laying down whining. And I can't even defend Odegaard versus him today. Don't be surprised if it's the history. Surprised if it's the history of football. What exactly are we doing it? Because they surely could be practicing. Right? They must be playing music still. The fact of the matter, this brand of football under this manager is unstable. It's unstable. It's unsustainable. It's boring. And even Declan Rice is fed up with it because he knows this was a bad result. If you're gonna play Timber, play him right back. If not, he played an entire season there, versus Forest, 17th. When we know we're gonna dominate possession. Just sell him, alone him. Let the lad play himself back into form. He lost his confidence because he was dropped when in form for Calla, who's now injured. Well, Edu wasn't the problem. He's not here now. Must be Bertha. I wonder what Edu's things were today. Sitting in the stand watching us come drop points at the Emirates, at the City Ground. The manager's projecting Little Dick energy. LDES. Napoleon syndrome, yeah? Tiny little man. I was watching the Chelsea game for fan reaction compilation, and it had Stricto. When Odegaard was losing the ball for Chelsea's first goal, he was commenting, "I like this energy from Odegaard." They don't want to hear it. That's it. We had the whole analogy of him trying to put it in soft with that little weak tackle last week. Wow. PT Gooner, have you seen the rumors about Arteta being considered for the Real Madrid job? We need to push that. We need to hashtag that and put that out and put that energy in the world. So one or two things will happen. They'll actually take him, which will never happen. Or the people who say that Real Madrid will take him would see like, yeah, we told you. This motherfucker become unemployed tomorrow. None of the big clubs are giving him a call. Sevilla, that's his level. Listen to all these problem points, man. Mikel the damager, Arteta, not the manager, the damager. Is very consistent in failing. 2 more performances like this, and we're in trouble, says G. Wills. Like we laughed at City just 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last week. 3 in a row. Drop 3 in a row. Draw. We are 90 minutes away from draw. Which they said wouldn't happen. They said we wouldn't go on the skid. We've already went through our blimp. Draw. That's the path we're on. And we're more likely to draw that game, speaking right now, based on their performance today, our performance today, and us having to play midweek. But we need to put that energy more out there. That extra seed. Why not add Jesus and to Gyökeres and see what happens? That requires him to make tactical adjustments, and I don't think he trusts himself to do any kind of tactical attacking adjustment. I'm convinced that he can't coach an attack, G. Wills. Give the defenders something to definitely think about. We're stagnant, predictable, and absolutely boring. I can't wait for Arteta to the fuck off. He is ruining the club, man. Slot out, Alonso in. Ah, okay. Monsters made it clear where his loyalties are. The happy clappers didn't want to speak or feed to Rice in frustration because it will show things aren't great. They ignore or deflect. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Check engine, please. Ignore that shit until their goddamn piston is welded to the goddamn cylinder head. Please come take him. I could never see this happening, to be fair. Yeah, it's a real the damager. Yeah, PT Guna. We must put that energy out there. Come take him, please. Please relieve us of our stress. We've got a new throwing coach, by the way, because this is going to enhance the type of football Blunderman is playing. The ball is in the air where we have no aerial monsters other than Gabriel. Put the ball in the ground and play through teams. You can't do that. That would require some maverick. That would require some flair. If only we had players like Ethan or Eze, players like Nani Madueke who have flair in them and want to express themselves. You see how Bradley Barcola plays in the PSG system, how free they are to express themselves. You put some of our attacking players in that system and then you'd be like, where was that? We didn't know Saka still had that. Didn't know he could. No. We just want to possess the ball in the name of control. Just fuckery. Told you Madristas will be coming for Arteta. Prepare yourself for him to turn them down and stay at your beloved Arsenal. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure he is going to leave the job in London, 15.6 million, media protection, to go to the most toxic job in all of football for less money. If he did that, we'll understand why the club is fucked, because then we'll be like, oh, he's a special kind of stupid. And I don't think he's stupid. I think he's a very smart man. I think you have to be smart to be able to swindle billionaires out of $15.6 million a year. Or pounds a year. I just don't think he is football smart as he thinks he is. Throwing to Jesus, 5'9". 5'9", never been an aerial monster. But yeah, let's put some more air underneath the ball in the box when Newcastle come to town with Dan Burn, who's 6'6". They're actually trying to flip Rice's reactions into Rice is a bad teammate. Yeah, and this is PT Gooder. This is why Eze can't say anything about his lack of minutes, because the minute he says anything, the media is gonna start talking about his attitude, even though everyone who's ever came across him and spoken of this guy is speaking of him highly. Gyökeres can't do it either, because he's the new guy. He doesn't have enough rank, enough skin in the game. So when Saka does the cutback when he should pass, he just has to hold it because he is the new guy. But that will convince the Kroenkes to give him 25 a season. So the new move for the third coach when we get that, let's go from the throw-in. The only way that would be of any consequence is if that wins us the league. Look how many United players dominated City. They played free football. Yep. Pass the ball forward. Have a goal. Yeah. 2 of those goals were offsides, but that shit gave him the belief that they could get behind the City defense, because Bruno knows if he curves his run, he's clean through. That he didn't have a competitive advantage lead. He went just a fraction of a second early. Had the ball in the net twice, hitting the bar. Even Ahmad hit the bar. Right? Three offsides goals, balls in the net. Played freely. Not predictable, boring shit. Yeah, the French league. Brad de Barcola. He knocked out every English team in the Champions League last year. They saw Liverpool with all those fantastic players, Premier League winning players. They went to Anfield and beat them. They beat Villa, Premier League players, and they beat us over 2 legs. They knocked out every English team out of the Champions League last year. So I hear you when you talk about the bit, but we know a player when we see one. You man crying about a draw when City just lost. Dio, you're fucking around, right? Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking about when you say men are crying about 2 points drop for a relegation-based team and where we are. You must be joking. No, my thoughts are clear on Villa. I don't think Villa can do it. Every other team that springs up, we say they don't have enough experience. Why is Villa the exception? They don't have any Premier League winners in that team. So I've never seen Villa chase anyone down. So that's what you're respected for being where they are. But I'm only worried about City. Arteta is evil, genius, scammer. Arteta would not get another penny, no matter who we buy. Arteta was zombified. If an attack-minded coach grabbed this team, it will be carnage, total domination in the location for the next 5 years. Yeah, but Enrique expects people to get chances against his back line. Mikel ain't trying to risk anything, so he'd rather keep the ball between the center backs and waste a whole half of a game. Arteta's lawyer has entered the chat. Boy 10 Cochran. But there have been rumors, etc., already of the season of a new contract, meaning a pay raise before Madrid come in, so it wouldn't be surprised if the Cronkies do. I don't know, man. Thank God Dio is here with his wise words. Now all your worries are gone. Gone. Yeah, hey Dio, tell us how great we were today, man. I need some hope, man. Tell me that we were great today. Tell me about the clean sheet. David Raya's 10th. Is it his 10th? David Raya's 10th clean sheet. Game number, however it was, 5-6 in the undefeated run. Good fantasy points for the back line. Left with no injuries. Yeah, tell me all the positives today, man. Tell me how great we were away at the City Ground against relegation fodder. When opportunity presented itself for us to get one hand on that damn trophy that you said we're going to win. Tell me how great we were today, man. Barca is definitely a long-term target for Liverpool. Hopefully, we'll be. Oh, Barcelona. Who's? So Villa can win the Prem with no winners, but we can't. No. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Villa is a threat. You're not listening. You're rattled. I'm saying Villa. I'm not worried about Villa. Who said anything about Villa? You said something about Villa being the boogeyman. I don't think Villa can chase us down. I only fear City. Because I'm using that example. Every other team who popped up in a title charge, people always say they don't have, even when we did it the first year, they don't have title winning experience. But no one is saying that about Villa now. Barcola, okay. Slots for Liverpool's first signing. He's a bad boy. Question. Blunderman has convinced the Cronkies to give him 15.6 after watching what he's won. Who's stupid? That's what I'm saying. I don't think Blunderman is stupid. I think he's a very smart man. I just wonder what leverage did he use to command a 15.6? Or the Cronkies are so damn rich, they don't even care. Payroll taxes, write off. It's all to play for. Are you on the train or not? It's a no for me. Yeah. I caught the commentator talking about the question. It's on now. Hey. Catching the bars, they can't drop the thought right now. My God, boy, 10 is fully in troll mode. Can we have a pause and have a collective laugh at Spurs? Man, I can't. This is monster. I can't even enjoy it, man, because it broke on stream on Rashid's channel. Callum Wilson, who I thought his contract was ripped up. I'm reading Callum Wilson is no longer a West Ham player a couple weeks ago. Today he scored to bury Tottenham at home. Like, his Frank sacked yet? Boyton Cochran with the Chewbacca deflections. Pew, pew. Deflecting must prime, you know. When you play attacking football, you don't worry about experience. Focus on winning the game. Not getting scared, worrying about relegation teams. I'm quite happy with how things are going. This is why I don't bother with all the therapy. You are quite happy with dropping points 3 games in a row. Or 2 games in a row. That boy 10, you know, I found out earlier backstage this young man, hyper positive young man. Cape has balls, a big channel, does good content. But I found out why Cape I thought Cape was older. Cape is 28 years old, right? So you take 22 from 28, you got a 6-year-old man, a 6-year-old child the last time we won the Premier League. So I understand when he says some of the things he said. But when you're old enough like I am and you see and you know what a title-winning team looks like for your club, it's not therapy. You just kind of know how the movie ends. When Chelsea knock us out of the cup, we'll never see we'll never see Dio again. How great were City? City are not in this race. City haven't been great, and somehow we can't muster up any other than a 7-point lead. You know, it's a 1-horse race. Okay, so surely you can't lose against yourself. I guess we should keep playing like this, dropping points and wait for City to find form. Then we have a go. Doesn't sound like a good strategy for me. I don't think my heart can take that. Liverpool had the 1-horse race last season. We get it now. The script is in. Matter of fact, they ran the script on us against Liverpool, set to test it. XD. Boy 10. If Mark Gahey works it over, City attack it better. Funny how that deal was before Bertha joined. Bertha ain't sign off on none of that fuckery. Boy 10, your trolling ain't on the race. We keep on giving them chances. Yeah, right. We're playing hot potato with the damn Premier League trophy. You know, they didn't want it. Now it seems like we're throwing it to Villa. I'll be at the destination if you don't want to be on the train. You got the wheel. You got the Jesus wheels to get there. 10. We will be there. Big up to Double Pivot. Manners and respect, my G. Hope you're good. You better not come second in a 1-horse race. You know, it would be him, innit? You men are worried about City getting Gahey and Semenyo. Are they in the race or nah? What do you mean? Of course they're in the race, my brother. Sack 'em. 20 likes. Can we get to 30 for the sake of boy 10? I've heard commentators, pundits saying Arsenal will be the worst winners of the league for a long time. And to that, just like this morning on Rashid's show, this is what I told him. I said, listen, the guy that graduates at the bottom of his medical school, you know what they call him? Doctor. You know, the dentist that cleaned your teeth last month or did his root canal. There was 100 students in the class. He could be number 99 and number 100. You met the standard for what it was to become a dentist. So if you meet the standard, which is get more points than everyone else in the Premier League, that's the standard. It's not numerical. So if we win the league on 65 points and everyone else is on 64, we've met the standard. Premier League champions. Then we get the treble. Oh, God. I love it. These guys thinks the champion of winning football from Arteta. We don't need the end. We don't need the season. We don't end the season with anything less than a double. So boy 10 in the span of 5 minutes went from quad, treble to double, which is the ones you want if you have a choice. Which ones you want if you have a choice? I'm interested in UCL and Prem. I could stomach Chelsea knock us out for this. I hear it. But give me any two. Any two. That's how low the bar is for me, boy 10. So, as all on the negative side, hate the manager, hate this, hate that. Any two. And I'm shutting up. But Chelsea not going to knock us out. When you see the Invincible season like I have, you know what title winners look like. Yeah, 100%. And this ain't it. This ain't it. With a steamroll fucking format. Relegation fodder. Big up to Conversation. Manners and respect, my brother. Darren. Big up to AJ. I would be disappointed with just the domestic cup double. Them two, boy 10. And now you can call me the crazy one. Because I'm cool. Any two. For sure, I don't think they sack him, though. I would sack him because the team can win more than that. And that I can fuck with. That's a fair challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're beating Wigan. We're 100% beating Wigan. Big up to African King. Big up Arsenal need to win the League Cup as a team to show they can get over the line. Without small trophies, the big ones can come along. Win, work, dig. To be fair to Dio, I believe Arteta has the ego to believe he's the man to do the quad. Yeah, but that's the thing. You can have the ego all you want. You need the tactical nous. You need the tactical know-how. You need the balls. Yeah, you need some King Kong's nuts on you to be able to go to Anfield and try to win and host Man City at the Emirates and try to win. You can't be out there playing the scared thing.
So you smell that? What's that? I smell.
You can't do the quad playing like that. Apologies to Binks. Big up Binks. First lady of the YouTube spaces. Hope you are good. I'm not sure if you're subscribing to the 1 point gain fuckery that we're hearing. But boy 10 thinks we're crying too much after gaining a point at 17th place Forest. I'm going to give off a fee for search term, what they call it, EAFC. I got to see what the first assumptions on these players are. Hey, I ain't going to no parade unless it's if these men have a parade for anything other than them two, bun the club. Bun it. Yeah, I'm not entertaining Wigan. Nah, we're not entertaining. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I might even sound crazy, but I'm not even worried about United next weekend. For some reason, I think we finally decided to get our head out of asses because City got Wolves and they're going to punch them up. Arteta has never made the FA Cup 5th round since the win. That's true. But I fully expect us to go. I haven't even checked mine because I didn't even forget. I didn't even remember to change my captain and all that. I think I got injured players in my shit. Ben Sesko and got 3. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah, I smell it. I smell it on him, BX Gunner. And if I smell it, I know Sean Dyche smell it. In worst case scenario, I know Pep smells it. Declan smells it. That's why his clip is going viral right now. Viral of him saying he's going to be asked about what are you talking about every time. I think we can put two or two together. The PR team is going to have a talking with Declan, and they're going to spin that. But we know in real time you can't regulate emotion to the level where the game is over and everything is calm. But we knew exactly. We've played football. We know at full-time whistle how frustrated you are. Yeah? A football team wins trophies by solving problems that their opponents serve up. And I promise him that Carrick's going to give him a problem to solve on Saturday. Arsenal have one problem, a team that handles set pieces and physically pushes back. Expect to win. There is no other result to expect. Winning everything. PT Guna, Arteta hasn't had the ego to win a game since 10-Man City, Chelsea, nor strictness Liverpool. You're saying he has the ego to win the quad based on what? Now, I actually believe be a monster. Arteta believes that he could. Whatever it's based on is his own delusion. But we know that he's crazy. Got a feeling you poked the bear in the United after being positive all week. Talk about today's result. Watch out next weekend. That could be it, brother. That got another fat D pause, another fat draw all over it. And I'm very curious to see what these men are going to say when we draw 3 in a row. Versus when City did it and they said that City is stinky, City is shit. Well, now will you admit that we're stinky? Or the rules change for us? We'll see. I expect us to be, 100%. Yeah. Not getting cocky or nothing, but I fully expect us to beat them, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, PT Guna. Okay, yeah. PT Guna. Hey, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. These guys, these ladies are here daily, so then you'll understand the sarcasm of where LFC Monster was coming from with that one. But Dyche and Arteta did as expected. United another proposition now. Yeah, it sets up for a very interesting clash next week, doesn't it? No guard at center back and all them something there. But listen, nice said, people. It is January 17th. It's in Seattle. There is a big game going on downtown in the NFL at Lumen Field. A massive game. This is Seattle Seahawks, the San Francisco 49ers division game, but it's a divisional playoff game. So, BBK, I forgot on tone. Enjoy the vibes, yeah? So, Arsenal was supposed to make this weekend top-notch when the results went our way for the previous fixtures, and we fucked it up. And for my fellow Gooners, we're hurt. We're sorry, but we move. Yeah? But I appreciate everyone checking in, man. Big up to Wahaha. Big up to the assembled. Big up to the new people who popped up on in. Big up to PT Gooner and them, the Monday, LFC Monster. Manners and respect. Yes, people, going to enjoy some NFL downtown, yeah? So big up. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are on.
Play the motherfucker somewhere.